Have you ever paused and wondered why, despite your healthy meals, regular walks, and active lifestyle, your legs don't feel as strong anymore? Why do simple stairs seem steeper than they once did? Why does standing up from a chair take a bit more time and effort? Is this just the normal aging process, or is something else quietly sabotaging your strength? You might be shocked to find out that it's not always about what you're not doing. Sometimes, it's about something you are doing every single day without realizing the hidden damage it's causing. One of the most overlooked factors? The fruits you eat. For decades, we've been taught that fruits are pure, natural, and always good for us. And while that's partly true, here's a harsh reality no one talks about. Not all fruits are created equal, especially as you get older. In fact, some fruits, even the ones you consider healthy staples, could be quietly weakening your legs, triggering knee pain, fueling hidden inflammation, and eroding your mobility little by little, day after day. As you age, your body changes, your circulation weakens, your metabolism slows down, your tissues become more sensitive to certain foods. Fruits that once boosted your vitality might now work against you without a single obvious symptom. Until one day, you realize you're moving slower, hurting more, and struggling to stay active. Today, I'm going to reveal the 10 fruits that seniors over 60 should think twice about if they want to protect their legs, joints, and overall strength. Some of these might truly surprise you. Before we get started, do yourself a favor. Tap the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because here we shine a light on the truths others ignore. Truths that could change your future health for the better. And while you're here, let's make this interactive. Write in the comments what health concern worries you most right now. And if you're curious to learn more, share what topic you would like us to cover next. Your voice matters more than you know. Let's dive into the first hidden danger. 1. Grapes. The tiny trap that wreaks havoc. At first glance, grapes seem like the perfect snack. Bite-sized, juicy, refreshing. They're marketed as heart-healthy, packed with antioxidants, and easy to grab on the go. But behind their sweet, innocent facade lies a problem most seniors don't know about. Grapes are loaded with fructose, a natural sugar that becomes a major threat as you age. Here's why. Fructose doesn't get processed like other sugars. Instead of giving you a quick boost of energy, your liver struggles to handle it. Excess fructose quickly turns into fat deposits and uric acid. Uric acid doesn't just sit quietly. It crystallizes in your joints, causing swelling, burning pain, and inflammation. Over time, it contributes to gout attacks, stiffness, and sharp pains in the toes, ankles, and knees. Have you ever felt a sudden, stabbing pain in your big toe at night? A strange tightness in your calves after a short walk? Or unexplained soreness in your feet and legs, even when you haven't been very active? You might blame aging, but your handful of daily grapes could be playing a bigger role than you realize. What's worse, grapes are deceptively easy to overeat. A few become a bowl becomes two. Without even realizing it, you've overloaded your system with sugar, inflammation, and damage. And because the effects are slow and cumulative, you won't notice the full harm until months, or even years, later. If you want to protect your joints and mobility, it might be time to rethink that harmless bunch of grapes. 2. Oranges. The acid assassin in disguise. Who doesn't love a fresh, juicy orange? Packed with vitamin C, bright in color, bursting with flavor. Oranges have been a symbol of health for generations. But when you're over 60, oranges can become silent troublemakers for your joints. Here's why. Oranges are rich in citric acid, which can irritate sensitive tissues in your joints. If you're already dealing with low-grade arthritis, inflammation, or stiffness, the acidity from oranges can quietly intensify the discomfort. You might feel morning stiffness, deep hip pain after sitting too long, or persistent swelling in your knees and ankles, and not even realize it's linked to your daily glass of orange juice. And that's not all. Oranges also contain natural sugars. Even though they're natural in aging bodies, these sugars still spike blood glucose levels, fueling systemic inflammation and increasing joint stress. Think about this. Every sip of orange juice, every slice of citrus, every breakfast plate lined with oranges. It all adds up, little by little, causing swelling, stiffness, and pain that slowly steals your strength without you noticing right away. You don't have to banish oranges forever, but daily consumption could be sabotaging your joints quietly but powerfully. 3. Mangoes. The sweet saboteur that weakens joints. Mangoes, soft, juicy, irresistibly sweet. They're the kings of tropical fruits and feel like nature's candy. But that's exactly the problem. Mangoes are one of the most sugar-loaded fruits you can eat. For a younger, active body, this isn't such a big issue. But if you're over 60, mangoes are like throwing gasoline onto a slow-burning fire. Here's the breakdown. A single mango delivers a huge sugar rush into your bloodstream. Your aging metabolism can't handle it the way it used to, causing blood sugar spikes followed by insulin resistance. Every spike feeds internal inflammation, especially around the knees, hips, and ankles. Over time, this leads to joint weakness, nerve tingling, and swollen feet, making walking harder and more painful. The worst part? Mangoes feel light and harmless. You don't realize how much you've eaten until your legs start feeling heavier, stiffer, and more fatigued after every meal. And because mangoes are natural, most seniors don't question them. They assume if it's from nature, it must be safe. Unfortunately, for aging joints and blood vessels, natural sugar can still be a silent killer. 4. Watermelon, the false hydrator. When you think of hydration, especially during the hot summer months, watermelon likely comes to mind. It feels safe, watery, light, refreshing, and it's often recommended as a healthier snack. But looks can be deceiving. Especially when it comes to seniors, watermelon can quietly cause more harm than good. Here's why. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index. This means it spikes your blood sugar very rapidly, similar to eating pure candy. Each blood sugar surge puts stress on your blood vessels, particularly the tiny capillaries that nourish your legs and muscles. If you experience tiredness in your legs after meals, swollen ankles after a walk, stiff knees by evening, there's a chance that regular watermelon consumption is silently working against you. Because watermelon is light and water-rich, it's easy to eat huge amounts. A slice turns into 3. A bowl becomes a whole half melon, all while unknowingly flooding your bloodstream with sugar. Over time, this constant roller coaster of sugar surges and crashes weakens circulation, inflames joints, and makes mobility harder. In other words, watermelon isn't just hydrating you. It might also be setting you up for swelling, pain, and fatigue. 5. Bananas. The muscle myth bananas are often considered a superfood. Easy to digest, rich in potassium, and a natural source of quick energy. But for seniors, bananas can quietly undermine the very muscles and joints they're supposed to protect. Here's how. Bananas are loaded with quick-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars. They cause a sharp rise in blood sugar shortly after eating. Repeated blood sugar spikes contribute to insulin resistance, a major cause of poor circulation and systemic inflammation. What does this mean for your legs? heaviness after meals, calf cramps during the night, stiffness in the ankles and knees when climbing stairs. Bananas can also cause fluid retention, especially for seniors dealing with heart or kidney concerns. Swollen feet, stiff joints, bloated ankles, all may be traced back to the daily banana habit. And the worst part? You might think you're helping your muscles and preventing cramps by eating bananas while slowly chipping away your mobility. Bananas aren't bad, but daily consumption, especially without balancing other nutrients, can have hidden consequences that accumulate over time. 6. Pineapple. The acid trap hidden behind sweetness. Pineapple. Tropical, juicy, tangy, delicious. And for years, it's been praised for containing bromelain, a natural enzyme said to reduce inflammation. But for seniors, pineapple can sometimes do more harm than good. Here's the full story. Pineapple is extremely acidic. It's packed with natural sugars, enough to spike your blood sugar rapidly. The strong acids and sugars together can irritate delicate blood vessels and joint tissues. As blood vessels age, they become more fragile and less tolerant of sugar surges. Pineapple's sweetness can injure tiny capillaries that supply your legs, leading to dull, dragging leg pain, persistent stiffness in the knees, swelling in the ankles even after light activity. On top of that, if you're taking medications like blood thinners, the enzyme bromelain can interact with your drugs, making them either too strong or too weak. The scary part? You don't notice the damage immediately. You enjoy your pineapple in a smoothie, in a fruit salad, or by itself, feeling refreshed, while silent inflammation builds inside your body. Pineapple might be healthy for some, but for aging legs, it's often a hidden trigger of decline. 7. Green apples. The sour deceiver. Green apples often seem like the perfect choice for health-conscious people. Crisp, tart, lower in sugar than their red cousins. But hidden within that tartness is a secret that could be making your joints ache and your legs weaker over time. Here's what's happening. Green apples are rich in malic acid, which gives them their signature sour taste. While malic acid can be refreshing to a younger digestive system, for seniors, it can irritate the gut lining and inflame joint tissues. Additionally, although green apples taste less sweet, they still contain enough natural sugars to spike blood glucose in slower metabolisms. If you've experienced soreness in your hips after eating, nighttime cramps in your calves, tightness in your knees when climbing stairs, your innocent green apple snack might be partly to blame. Another hidden trap? Green apples are often eaten raw and on an empty stomach, making their acids hit your system even harder, irritating joints and promoting stiffness silently over time. They may look healthy and harmless, but for an aging body, green apples can be a subtle, creeping contributor to joint pain and leg weakness. 8. Papaya. The gentle fruit that can backfire. At first glance, papaya seems like a dream fruit for seniors. Soft, easy to digest, packed with enzymes that aid digestion, and, for many people, it is very helpful. However, if eaten in large amounts, papaya can quietly turn into a hidden problem. Here's why. Papaya contains papain, a powerful enzyme that, while aiding digestion, can sometimes irritate the stomach lining when consumed too frequently. An irritated gut means more systemic inflammation, and inflammation often settles where circulation is weakest, the legs and joints. Plus, papaya is high in natural sugars relative to how light it feels. The result? Leg heaviness, morning ankle swelling, aching knees after just a short walk. Most people don't associate papaya with these issues because it feels so gentle and refreshing. But daily or excessive intake, especially when your metabolism is slower, can contribute to the very problems you're trying to solve. Balance is key. Papaya in small amounts can be beneficial, but large or frequent portions can silently fuel inflammation. 9. Cherries. The double-edged sword. Cherries are often praised for their anti-inflammatory powers. And it's true. They can lower uric acid levels and soothe joint pain in small amounts. But, as with many good things, too much can backfire, especially for seniors. Here's the full picture. Cherries are very high in fructose. Large servings cause blood sugar spikes, leading to increased inflammation, joint swelling, and fluid retention. Excessive cherry consumption can also trigger weight gain around the belly and thighs, further stressing aging knees and hips. Have you ever felt your legs swelling unusually after a healthy snack? Tightness in your calves and feet after dessert? It could be the cherries you thought were helping you. A handful of cherries can be medicinal. A bowlful every day can quietly rob you of mobility and worsen the silent inflammation you are trying to fight. Moderation is everything when it comes to cherries. 10. Dates. The hidden sugar bomb. Dates are often marketed as a superfood, high in fiber, rich in antioxidants, and completely natural. And while all that is true, they also come with a hidden danger for seniors. Here's why dates should be eaten with extreme caution. Dates are extremely high in natural sugars, even more than mangoes or grapes. They have a very high glycemic load, meaning they spike blood sugar levels massively after consumption. This constant blood sugar yo-yo effect damages blood vessels, worsens circulation in the legs, and feeds chronic inflammation in the joints. Dates might not feel heavy or dangerous, but inside your body, they're a powerful trigger for swelling, stiffness, and muscle fatigue. Signs that dates may be harming you: aching calves after walking a short distance, strange pressure in the knees when standing, swollen ankles after meals. While 1 or 2 dates can fit into a balanced diet, frequent snacking on dates can quietly deteriorate your leg strength and joint flexibility. Especially if you're trying to stay mobile and independent, dates are one of the hidden fruits you must watch carefully. Now that you know the 10 fruits to avoid, what should you eat instead? The good news is that not all fruits are your enemy. There are plenty of fruits that can actually help you build stronger legs, protect your joints, and reduce inflammation. Choosing the right fruits can make a world of difference, not just in how you move, but in how you feel every single day. Here are some fruit heroes to add to your plate. 1. Berries. The inflammation fighters. Whether it's blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, or strawberries, berries are loaded with antioxidants that combat inflammation. They're low in sugar, rich in fiber, and gentle on blood sugar levels. Benefits you'll notice: easier mobility, reduced morning stiffness, less swelling in ankles and knees. Just a small handful a day can support better circulation and stronger, more resilient legs. 2. Avocados. The joint protector's surprise. Yes, avocados are technically fruits, and one of the best for aging bodies. They're packed with healthy monounsaturated fats, which soothe inflammation from the inside out, provide cushioning for delicate joint tissues, help regulate blood sugar and energy levels. Avocados help you move more freely, experience less stiffness, and maintain balance. Just half an avocado a day can provide powerful benefits. 3. Pears. The gentle energy boosters. Pears are sweet, juicy, and low in glycemic load, meaning they release sugar into the bloodstream slowly and steadily. They support smooth digestion, provide gentle, non-inflammatory energy, help maintain steady circulation in the legs. Eating a pear with a handful of nuts provides the perfect slow-burn fuel for active seniors. 4. Cherries, in moderation, the uric acid managers. While too many cherries can backfire, small amounts can actually be medicinal. Cherries contain compounds that help lower uric acid levels, protecting against gout and flare-ups of joint pain. Stick to a small handful, not a bowl, to enjoy their benefits without the hidden risks. 5. Papaya, small amounts, the digestive soother. As mentioned earlier, papaya contains powerful enzymes like papain that help reduce digestive inflammation. In small, occasional amounts, papaya can calm the gut, support nutrient absorption, decrease systemic inflammation. Just avoid daily overconsumption to prevent irritation. Final thoughts. Small choices, big changes. If you've made it this far, one thing is crystal clear. You care about your health, your strength, and your independence. And here's what you must remember. It's never too late to make changes. You don't need extreme diets or exhausting workouts. You need smart, mindful decisions, one plate at a time. Avoiding the wrong fruits and embracing the right ones is a simple but powerful step toward stronger legs, better balance, less joint pain, and more confident movement. Every meal is a chance to either support or sabotage your future mobility. Choose wisely, and your body will thank you in ways you can feel. Firmer steps, calmer joints, lighter mornings, longer, happier walks. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What was the biggest aha moment you had from this video? What change are you ready to make today to protect your strength? Share your thoughts in the comments, because when we share, we help each other grow. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. It really supports this channel. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss life-changing information we share weekly. Your legs are your freedom. Your freedom is your power. Protect them and stay strong. And remember, every step you take today shapes the life you live tomorrow. Stay healthy, stay powerful, and I'll be here to guide you on this journey. See you in the next video.